Hey, welcome back. You may recognize him from sports, maybe a life coaching class, motivational speaking, or now from his latest book, Habits of a Champion. Coach Dana Cavalea is here with us. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
We love this. Okay, so you have just an incredible background, a career with the New York Yankees. I mean, speaking tours really across the country. Talk a little bit about that transition, though. How did you go from all of that to putting it down on hard copy as a published author?
Yeah, well, I realized, listen, there's a need in this country for everybody has the same need, right? We want to be excited, we want to be motivated, we want to be encouraged. So I took my lessons from sports and business and life and put it into a book that everybody could use, not just as a book, but as a handbook for life.
Absolutely. I've started reading this personally. I'm probably about 2/3, maybe 3/4 through it. It seems like really, though, a no-nonsense, just sort of real talk, a conversation with someone. How would you describe it?
Well, I'm a coach, so when you read it, the language is meant to push you. It's meant to drive you. It's meant to take you right out of your comfort zone and take you into action, push you into action.
Sort of like a pep talk, right?
Exactly.
I love that
Yep,
point.
exactly.
Now, as far as writing this book, what made you really want to sit down and write it? Because you have this incredible background, but what made you want to do that?
So I felt that I had a story to tell, you know, working with some of the greatest athletes of our era, working with some of the greatest business minds of our era. I wanted to put it on paper, and I wanted to, again, create a resource for people that they could pick up at any chapter and have that pick me up. Because one of my philosophies is everybody needs a coach in life.
I like that.
It's very hard to go about it just by yourself. I mean, the best athletes in the world all have coaches.
So true. I'm loving these pictures of you here with some of these top celebs. You are yourself too. I mean, do you have any tips for our morning viewers out there, you know, motivational tips, anything they can learn?
Well, one of the chapters in the book says never get too high and never get too low. It's one of my favorites because as we go through life, we find ourselves sometimes getting really excited, and then we can also find ourselves down in the dumps. So the great athletes, they always find that middle line. They never get caught up in the moment and get too high and then get too low because that drains so much of your energy. So we want to always be ready, and we always want to find ourselves in a very neutral position where we celebrate our victories, but we don't get so high and then come tumbling down.
Gotta remember where you came from, right?
Exactly.
You were in town for a conference, I think just yesterday, right?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that. How did it go?
Yeah, it was great. It was a bunch of meeting planners from Kentucky, from Ohio, Michigan, and really my goal was, again, to inspire and motivate them to get out of their comfort zone. And my message is really simple. I believe that there's a champion inside of all of us, and it's our job to find that champion, activate that champion, and then bring that champion to life.
I love it. You're motivating me right now in my seat. I'm excited for it. Hey, where are you going to next? Are you doing some more tours, or what's on the schedule?
More book tours. I speak at colleges. I speak at other companies coming up. I'm doing something with the Ripken brothers, some amazing baseball folks, and we're heading back to New York tonight.
Fantastic. We are so excited that you could be here with us to talk about your book and give us some details. We'll post all the information on where you can pick up a copy for yourself if you are interested in doing that. Dana, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.